There's a spirit that grabs me, right? And it's in every one of you guys. But the question is, how much time are we wasting? I just came out of the gym for 3 hours this morning. I got 5 hours of sleep. That's it. Every day of my life, I'm trying to find a different way to get better. Because some people can't see, some people can't walk, some people can't hear. But you're gifted. Because the only thing I know is I can't take a break. Don't ever let a day go by that you waste. Because that's a day you can never get back. That I believe every time I step on it, I'll never cheat one of my teammates. Ever. I never let one of my teammates take a break on me. And I never take a break on them. But man, you guys got an opportunity to do something right now. I'm training because I said something that I wanted to be the greatest to ever do it. And I'm not done yet. That's inside of each one of y'all. Right there. Each one of you. But the question still remains. How much time will you really waste? If I looked at my clock, if you looked at your phone, time never stops for no one. It's the one thing God don't give us. When it's your time, it's your time. Whatever you want to go do it. Nobody determines that but you. I figured something out. And I don't, and it's no secret what I figured out. But whatever majority of people was doing, I found myself doing the opposite of what they was doing. Because I wanted to chase something great. You know what the hardest thing to do is to do it when nobody ain't watching. What do you do when you go home? How much time do you spend with that basketball when you're by yourself? You gotta start being kids again. To where you don't get tired. You don't know what being tired is. That's what I got inside of me. That's why I can never get tired. Because I got something burning inside me. Kid, all over again. I can't get tired. We can't take breaks. I work out over 5 times a day. For one simple reason. I don't like where I once was. I didn't like where I once was. So I promised myself, I promised my mom, I promised my sisters, I promised my city that I won't be back there. That's what I'm asking each one of y'all right now. What's the difference in you and the man sitting beside you? What's the difference of your mindset and everybody else's mindset that's sitting there? It's gotta be different. It's gotta be different. You gotta be hungry for it. When you come in this gym, you got to put everything you got on the court. Everything, every second. Let's have fun. Lead your team. Lead your team. Get that fire in your eyes. Light that fire early. Keep moving. Keep moving. You know you got to touch the ball early. Let's go. Early. We done been here 3 years in a row. And we let this team off the hook. Make sure something tonight ain't taking you away from this moment, man. Because that's all we got. That's what y'all don't realize most of the times. We don't get this again. We don't get this again. The clock runs too fast. That's why we got to savor these moments. Because they right now. I couldn't understand that when I was 24 and 25. That's why God had to incarcerate me so I could see how great my blessing was that he had for me. So I had to come from a jail cell being in position to then step on a Super Bowl podium, man. I don't do this for me. I watch enough film so I can put myself in position to make my defense the best defense in damn football. That's why I come back every year. Heart of a champion, you understand me? Ain't never how you start. Ain't never how you start, it's always how you finish. That's the way we finish football games, you understand what I'm saying? That's the way you pull your team through when your team needs you. You understand?
I'm trying to tell y'all, God has never made a mistake. He's never made one mistake. All right? So it ain't about one play, it ain't about nothing. This year, we did what we were supposed to do. We fought as a team. We fought as a team. There will be one Super Bowl champ crown at the end of this year. That's it. So the way we feel, Somebody gonna feel like that tomorrow, and somebody gonna feel like that in a week. That's a fact. And the fact is, we gotta come back and go to work to make sure we finish it next time. That's all we gotta do. Joe, you played your ass off. You hear me, man? I'm telling you, man, don't ever drop your head when you come to a loss, dog. Because there's too much pain outside of this that people really going through. This right here makes us strong. Let's understand who we are as a team. Let's understand who we are as men. And let's make somebody smile when we walk out of here. We got the opportunity to keep going, man. Let's be stronger as a team, man. Let's be who we are.
Let me tell you something. If tomorrow wasn't promised, what would you give for today? Forget everything else. Forget everything else. Forget that there was any sunlight left. What would you spend today thinking about? Yourself? Or the man that's beside you? Or the man that you know you'll give everything in your heart for? We get one opportunity in life. One chance in life to do whatever you're gonna do. To lay your foundation, to make whatever mark you're gonna make. Whatever legacy you're gonna leave. Leave your legacy. And it's found through effort. Wins and losses come a dime a dozen. But effort, nobody can judge effort. Because effort is between you and you. Effort ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. So that team that think they're ready to see you, that think what they seen on film, they ain't saw what film shows. Because every day is a new day. Every moment is a new moment. So now you got to go out and show them that I'm a different creature now than I was 5 minutes ago. Because I'm pissed off for greatness. Because if you ain't pissed off for greatness, that means you okay with being mediocre. Ain't no man in here okay with being just basic. So let's do what we do. Tonight, sir. We ain't got to worry about taking no breaks. Don't worry about taking no breaks.
There's not a person on my team in 16 years that has consistently beat me to the ball every play. That ain't got nothing to do with talent. That's just got everything to do with effort. Nothing else. 15 straight years. 12 Pro Bowls later, if you want numbers. I done saw all of it. And the only thing that's kept me around is my effort. So when you put on this, all I ever knew, because I wasn't a number one recruit, I wasn't a number one linebacker, I wasn't even in the media guy. All I ever knew was effort will get me seen on tape. Effort will get me noticed to get to the league. Effort would one day take care of my mom and my kids. Effort, which is between you and you. Nobody else can give you effort. Effort is within inside me. And I'm still grinding because the next kid is talking about he getting too old. Keep watching me if I am. Nobody ain't got to convince me of what I do. I do what I do because I do what I do, because I'm built from something. And man didn't create it. Every one of you men in here have that opportunity, man. But ask yourself the question personally, how much time you really wasting? For real. Or do you really represent this? I represent it because it's all I had. It's the only brotherhood I ever been formed to. That's why when I see y'all perform on Saturdays, that is my peace. That's why I run to the hotels. I don't need to talk to nobody before my games. I just need to see what I once came from. I sat in these same chairs you guys sat in, man. I sat around the greatest athletes in the world. And then I found myself totally different because everybody was asking the question, who is this kid? Oh, pissed off again. Another thing added to the chalkboard. I'm not asking nobody in for nothing today. I'm not. I'm just sharing my story to tell y'all Every time you think somebody got it good, man, it ain't always good. Somebody just, some people just make up their mind and they just grind and say the heck with it, man. Because sometimes that's all you can do. How much of our brains are we really gonna use? I use mine to tell somebody today, September 11th, when I step on the field against the Pittsburgh Steelers, if that's what God's will is, there's no other man out there willing to give up what I'm willing to give up. I said that in 1993, when I said I wanted to be the greatest Hurricane. And the only thing that I got in the middle of all of that distance is the only thing that follows work is results. There's no other blueprint. I ain't got no other secrets to tell y'all today. I ain't come here for nothing else but to tell you, if you want to do something, work at it. You want a better relationship with God, work at it. You want to understand why pulling your pants up is important, why yes ma'am and no ma'am is important, why being in the meeting with complete silence when somebody walks in, because it's presence and essence that determines respect. That's all we talking about. The power of respect is never to disrespect. That's why I was the first one sitting down in the meeting. I ain't got nothing to say. Y'all do y'all, I'm good. I got to listen. Something out there I need to grab from it. Stepping on the same football field as you am, 1993. And I made a quote that some people call controversy, I call it confidence. I said that I might be the greatest player to ever walk up out of the University of Miami. I did not say that because I thought I was better than everybody else. I said that simply because I was willing to put in the work to now be back here 18 years later and tell you the only brotherhood I still have. It sits on my chest in a shirt form, but the eye of that real hurricane is found in my heart. Is this where it all came from? Same path y'all walking, same calves y'all going in, same green tree y'all walking up and down. I had one pair of jeans in college for at least 2 years. At least 2 years. Question is, what are you going to do with your time? What drives you? Like, for real. I ain't got much more to say because I feel home. And when you're home, ain't much to say. Our work spoke for itself. That's where our swagger came from. Our swagger came from, we worked as a unit. When I came to the University of Miami, there was one mind, one set, one heartbeat. It was impossible to get to us. Because if you saw us somewhere, you saw 15 or 20 of us. Gotta stop leaving each other. Gotta stop hanging out without each other. The streets ain't chasing the same things you chasing. There's many temptations out there. Just stay focused, man. As a team, though. As a team. That's all I knew when I was here. That's what kind of kept me focused. That I finally ran into a team. And you guys have that same thing. Because this you will never die. It'll never die. So it's up to you to carry that. It's up to you to carry that. And every Sunday, every Saturday, everything is talked about. I mean, listen, we're going to respect a lot of colleges, but there's one college that everybody wants to talk about every Saturday. What did UM do? What did UM do? That's all everybody want to talk about. We can be having the biggest game in the world. UM won yesterday. Know what you carry. When you carry this U on your chest, know what you carry, man. You carry a legacy of greatness. And greatness is a lot of small things done well. Day after day, workout after workout, obedience after obedience, day after day. 18 years later, I'm here to say, Hurricanes, we're the only thing people respect the most. Because there's something about us that makes us special.
So if you want to make six figures, you can't just be talking about you want to make six figures. You hear what I'm saying to you tonight? If you do the three things I tell you to do tonight, I guarantee you, whatever it is you want to do in life, you'll be able to do. You will be able to accomplish whatever you want to academically, financially, relationally, whatever. So three things. All right, now I'm going to tell you the story. I got to get out of here. And the story is about, you guys have probably heard about this before. It was a young man who, he wanted to make a lot of money, and so he went to this guru, right? And he told the guru, I want to be on the same level you're on. And so the guru said, if you want to be on the same level I'm on, I'll meet you tomorrow at the beach at 4 a.m. He like, the beach? I said, I want to make money. I don't want to swim. Guru said, if you want to make money, I'll meet you tomorrow, 4 a.m. So the young man got there at 4 a.m. He all ready to rock and roll, got on the suit, should have wore shorts. The old man grabs his hand and said, how bad do you want to be successful? He said, real bad. He said, walk on out in the water. So he walks out into the water. Watch this. When he walks out into the water, it goes waist deep. So he's like, this guy crazy. Adrian, he's like, I want to make money. He got me out here swimming. I didn't ask to be a lifeguard. I want to make money. He got me in. So he said, come out a little further. Walked out a little further. Then he had it right around this area, the shoulder area. So this old man crazy. He's making money, but he crazy. He said, come on out a little further. Came out a little further. It was right at his mouth. My man like, I'm about to go back in here. This God is mine. So the old man said, I thought you said you wanted to be successful. He said, I do. He said, walk a little further. He came, dropped his head in, held him down, hold him down. My man getting scratching, holding him down. I got you. I know you brushed it out, but I got you. He had him held down. I need you for an illustration. He had him held down. Just before my man was about to pass out, he raised him up. He said, I got a question for you. Somebody answer the question for me. He said, when you were underwater, what did you want to do? Lee, I'm looking for a different word, though, than Lee. What's that word? He said, I wanted to breathe. He told the guy, he said, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. I don't know how many of y'all got asthma in here today, but if you ever had an asthma attack before, you short of breath, SOB, shortness of breath, you wheezing. The only thing you trying to do is get some air. You don't care about no basketball game. You don't care what's on TV. You don't care about nobody calling you. You don't care about a party. The only thing you care about when you're trying to breathe is to get some fresh air. That's it. And when you get to the point where all you want to do is be successful as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. And I'm here to tell you, number one, that most of you say you want to be successful, but you don't want it bad. You just kind of want it. You don't want it badder than you want to party. You don't want it as much as you want to be cool. Most of you don't want success as much as you want to sleep. Some of you love sleep more than you love success. And I'm here to tell you today, if you're going to be successful, you've got to be willing to give up sleep. You got to be willing to work off for 3 hours of sleep, 2 hours. If you really want to be successful, some days you're going to have to stay up 3 days in a row. Because if you go to sleep, you might miss the opportunity to be successful. That's how bad you got to want it. You got to go days without, listen to me, you got to want to be successful so bad that you forget to eat. Beyonce said once she was on the set doing her thing, 3 days had gone by, she forgot she didn't eat. Because she was engaged. I'll never forget when 50 Cent was doing his movie, I did a little research on 50, and 50 said that when he wasn't doing the movie, he was doing the soundtrack. And they said, when do you sleep, 50? Sleep, he said, sleep. Sleep is for those people who are broke. I don't sleep. He said, I got an opportunity to make a dream become a reality. Football players, how many football players? Got anybody like football in here? Raise your hand. Anybody like football? Emmitt Smith. I used to be a Cowboy fan. Before they did my boy Tom Landry wrong, I used to be a Cowboy fan. And watch this, there was a commercial. Emmitt Smith had won his first Super Bowl, and he had this commercial when he was lifting weights. I don't know if you saw the commercial when he was lifting, and he said, Emmitt said, you know what? I won the Super Bowl, so I can rest now. He was doing his bench press. So he said, I won the Super Bowl, so I can rest now. So he throws up about 325, boom. And he rests for about 2 seconds. And he boom, boom, boom. Did you see that? He'd already won a Super Bowl. He said, I think I'm going to take a rest. And he rests for how long? 1 second. Most of you won't be successful because when you're studying and you get tired, you quit. And I'm here to tell you today, if you got somebody came to my office the other day crying. I said, look, don't cry to give up. Cry to keep going. Don't cry to quit. You already in pain. You already hurt. Get a reward from it. Don't go to sleep until you succeed. Listen to me. I'm here to tell you today that you can come here, you can jump up, you can do flips, you can be excited when we give away money. But listen to me, you'll never be successful until I don't have to give you a dime to do what you do. You won't be successful until you say, I don't need that money, because I got it in here. So listen to me. Emmitt Smith said this at the end of the commercial. Emmitt Smith said, all men are created equal. Some work harder in preseason. I'm going to say it again because you might have missed it. All men are created equal. Some work harder in preseason. So that means that there are some people who are going to see the professor, going to see the TA. And even when the professor says, I don't meet with you, my TA meets with you, you say, I don't want to talk to your TA. I don't pay the TA. I pay you to teach me. So you're going to have to find some time to meet me. If I got to meet you at the mall, if I got to meet you at your house, you are going to see me. Listen to me. All men are created equal. Some work hard in preseason. When I went to college, guys were way smarter than me. 4.0s, 3.0s. They went to the Ivy League high schools, came to Oakwood from these great high schools. Most of them are not doing what I'm doing. Why? Because it's not about where you come from. It's about heart. You come to a place where, being smart ain't enough. You got to have heart. That's number one. Watch number two. Number two, catch number two. I wrote it down. I wanted to make sure you got it. It says, watch this. We're talking about sacrifice now. The important thing is this. You're right while I'm saying it, because I only have about 3 more minutes. Listen to me. The most important thing is this. To be able at any moment to sacrifice what you are for what you will become. That's the number 2 thing. You got to catch that one. To be able to, listen to me, at any moment. Some of you can make sacrifices when Monday Night Football is not on. You can make a sacrifice. But when the game come on, for some reason, you just attached to it. For some of you, when your favorite show come on, you can make sacrifices on Sunday when ain't nothing going on. But when your favorite show comes on Monday, bam, some of you focus until the phone ring, and then you like, I gotta answer it. If I don't answer the phone, I'm gonna die. I'm saying to you today that there are some of you, if you give up your cell phone, you would be successful. But your cell phone is more important to you than your success. I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna hurt somebody. Some of you need to give up your cell phone, because the time you spend on your cell phone could be used for your success. The time you could be using to be successful, you're using it on the cell. And the cell phone is not bringing you nothing but a bill. And somebody has told you you couldn't live without it. I'm talking about going deep now, giving up stuff. Watch what it says. To be able at any moment to sacrifice what we are for what we could be. I don't do well in math. You're right. You ain't never studied. I'm not good in writing because you have never written before. But I dare you to fail in writing for a whole year to see if you can get to the end. I dare you to fail. I dare you to take that same class over and over again. I dare you to stop dropping classes like you soft. Always want to give up. I'm dropping. Why are you dropping? I'm so grateful that the slaves didn't drop and quit. Say, I'm just going to stop. I'm a slave. I'm just going to be a slave. I'm going to quit. Listen to me. The slaves said, we will live because one day we will become. We won't always be slaves. So today, although we're slaves, we're going to act like we're free, and one day our children will be free. If the slaves would have just said, we quit, we give up, we would have died in the Middle Passage. But some slaves said, I don't care what we go through, we're going to survive this. 400 years of slavery, we're going to get through this. And you can't get through it 1825. You can't get through a writing class, and you got tutor after tutor, resource after resource. The problem is, you ain't never felt no pain before. You're soft. It's a soft generation. You quit on everything. Our people did not quit. Harriet Tubman not only made it, she went back and got some more. She said, you know what, I made it, but I'm going to walk all, listen to me, shh. not ride the bus. I'm gonna walk all the way back down to the south to get some more. And you quitting on 1825? Now watch this. You quit after you, listen to me, you get a sleeping bag and you wait for them. You wait for the first WRA instructor to come in and you come out your sleeping bag, I need help. You quit after you do that. You quit after you had, listen to me, a WRA party. I'm having a party. Everybody come over. I got food, everything. And let them get over there. Let it be all the best writers. All right, I fooled y'all. I want to have a writing party. I'm serious. You quit and you ain't even tried yet. Last one. I'm sorry. Last one. Listen to me. Pain is temporary. It may last for a minute or an hour or a day or even a year. But eventually it will subside and something else will take its place. If I quit, however, it will last forever. Listen to me, I'm telling you as I leave. I'm telling you as I leave, I was homeless for 2.5 years. And the problem with most of you never felt no pain before. Y'all spoiled. Y'all spoiled. Some of y'all spoiled, just bottom line. Your parents have done everything for you. You never had to do nothing for yourself. You're spoiled. We're gonna keep it real tonight. Some of you are spoiled brats. Every time you ever got in trouble, somebody in your house got you out of it. Every time you've done something you're not supposed to do, people say, Eric, your mother's a tyrant. You're right. She kicked me out. You're right. She's mean, but she developed a man because she put me out there and said, you're going to have to grow up. And some of you have never learned to grow up. And so every time something get hard, you quit, you call mama. I dare you to take a little pain. I dare you. I dare you not to go home. Somebody said, I don't go home, I feel bad. Go through it. You ain't gonna die. At the end of pain is success. You're not gonna die because you're feeling a little pain. I'm not eating like I eat at home. That's why you're about to go to the next level, because if you keep eating like you ate at home, you'll keep being a boy or a girl. It's time to become man, woman. So don't worry about a little pain. My greatest asset is I was homeless. So I can't feel a whole lot of pain. I've already been alone. There's not a whole lot of hurt I can feel on a little paper, on a little test. So I leave you, listen to me. We have gotten to a point where it's midterms and we're moving forward. The days of you getting money, I'm not saying we quitting, but I'm saying the day has got to go from external to internal. You have to give it everything you got. No more TV, no more parties, no more playing. If you have a 4.0, what you need to be doing is studying. Get off the phone. I'm sorry, I'm not available until the end of this year. No, I'm for real. You reached the right number, but you called me at the wrong time. Call me back January 1st. I'm about to get busy now. Huh? I want you to have a countdown of your own and say when the countdown is over, we're the real, watch me, because when I was homeless, I knew something was wrong. I knew that wasn't the best of me. And one day I said, will the real Eric Thomas please stand up? Will the real Eric Thomas please stand up? Stop being this high school dropout. Stop giving up. Stop sleeping on the street. Stop walking up and down Fecal Avenue like you ain't got nothing, and get your GED. Stop being afraid to take a test. Stop being afraid to go to college because your daddy didn't go and your mama didn't go. Stop being afraid and be the best Eric Thomas you can be. But listen to me, it's going to be hard. It took me 12 years to get a 4-year degree, but I got it. And guess what? On a degree, it don't have dates. So if it took you 4 and it took me 12, it don't show up nowhere. But I'm exactly where I wanted to be because I realized I got to commit my very being to this thing. I gotta breathe it, I gotta eat it, I gotta sleep it. And until you get there, you'll never be successful in life. But once you get there, I guarantee you, the world is yours. So work hard and you can have whatever it is you want. Thank you guys for your time.
aspire? That's a question I'll always will remain. Do I sit back and listen to the critics, to doubt? Do I want to sit back and remain the same? That's a question I repeatedly ask myself. The reason I do what I do is to lift others as well as myself. Inspired to be inspired. No, I haven't made it to my destination yet. So does that mean I end my trip short? Hell no. No, because my ambition can never be belittled. I'm glad Jesus never gave up on us. He died for you, so why not live for him? People tell me you're not good enough, G. You're not strong enough, G. You're not fast enough. That's why I continue to work, outwork my competition. You sleep, I grind. You fuel my fire. My passion is beyond passionate. My pain is beyond my struggle. Strength isn't how much you can handle before you break. Strength isn't how much you can handle after you done broken. Maybe I won't reach my dreams. Well, at least I didn't guide a young man to reach them. Will I reach my dream? The question remains. But like I always say, if you give up on yourself, who else will believe in you? So till then, I'ma fight. Blood, sweat, tears, I'ma fight. I'm gonna get through it. I love being an underdog. You turn your back on me, I'm just gonna tell you, watch your back, cause I'm coming. I'm coming with a vengeance. Vengeance that I will reach my full potential. Every time I say, you already in pain, you already hurt, get a reward from me. The poorest man is not one without a penny. The poorest man is one without a dream. Chase your dreams. Take no days off.
Those of you for real, like when you graduate, you really want to be successful, raise your hand. All of you want to be successful. All right, I just want to share 3 quick principles with you guys tonight, because I think a lot of times it's difficult to actually accomplish a goal when you're not accustomed to seeing people do it. All right, and this is challenging, especially in the African American community, because we don't have like 3 or 4 generations of models. All right, and this is what I mean. When I say a role model, I mean somebody who, you know, you can look to and say they were successful in this particular area. All right. And so I just want to show you, because again, success means, we talked about this before, success means something different for everybody. Some people it's a car, some people it's a house, some people it's a relationship, some people it's money. But the one thing for sure is this, that we all want to be successful, all right? But listen to me when I say this, because this is critical. It's hard to become successful when you don't have a model, all right? Man, you guys know we work in 205, we got the big little, mirror or the big window in the office. And you gotta sit in there sometimes, because you can learn a lot just being in the office. So, on a regular basis, we might see a kid drive up in a new Mercedes, the 500 series, all right? And 90% of the time that they drive up in a Porsche truck, a Beamer, when they jump out, 90% of the time they're from what ethnic background?
International.
International, Asian students. All right, listen to me. I'm talking about they 18, 19 years old jumping out of a 500 series Mercedes-Benz. And what's crazy is this one guy who every single day, I don't know where his class is, but he parks either illegally or he parked just in the middle of the road. Right? That's huge. Because what he's saying is, I don't care if it costs $25, I don't care if you tow it, I got the money. So I'm about to go turn in my paper, and I don't care if they take this every single day. The Porsche, they driving Audis, and they pulling up in the Audi. I'm looking at the Audi like, wow, this is a car for somebody who's graduated and who's already reached success. So when you're getting out of Audi and you parking it illegal, you off in handicap. Like that's $100 and some ticket, and they gonna tow you a ride. So you got a lot of money when you don't care. Right? And so if you in from the African American community or other communities, if you got a car, you geeked up because you got a car. I don't care what kind of car it is. You got a Ford Focus, you big on campus. Right? You got the spoiler kit on the Focus. You got you took the original, sound system out, and you didn't put your own sound system in. You got the subs in the back. You doing it. Everybody like, my man got a ride. We can go to the movies. We can get off campus. The Ford Focus, souped up. We geek. My man, let me tell you something. There are a lot of people who go to work every single day who cannot afford a Mercedes-Benz. There are people with good jobs who cannot afford a 500 series, right? So the first thing I want to say is this. We got to keep it real. For most of us, it's going to be challenging for us to be successful because we're not used to seeing it. And so I'm not saying we can't do it, but I'm saying you got to be real about the fact that you've not seen success, and because you have not seen success, you're going to have to work a little harder than the average person. All right, we were at Ferris State University last night. We drove back. The weather was terrible when we first started driving. The weather was terrible. I could hardly see. So by the time I drop everybody off and I get to the crib, I get home about 1 o'clock in the morning. I go to bed about 1:10, 1:15, and I got up this morning at 5 o'clock. Right? Now I'm just like everybody else. I want to sleep. But I realized I'm working on my website. I got my first chapter of my book out. I had to do some things to it today so I can get it out. That's the only thing on my mind. Like, I got to get this book out. I got to get this book online because I got to have folks just, cashing out like it's an iTunes. I'm selling chapters. Eric, I'm about to take it to the next level. I ain't even doing the whole book. I'm selling chapters. So if you can do it, because I'm watching, I'm learning. So iTunes, they not doing the whole album no more. They doing, you can buy a song for 99. So you're going to buy a chapter for 99. We about to get on the Facebook fan page, that sucker out. I know thousands of people from when I traveled over the years, they going to all go and buy the book. So I got to get up at 5. Why? Because my daddy can't cash me out. So if you're driving a Mercedes, either that's your father ride and he got paper, or either that's your ride and your daddy got paper. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So you ain't got to hustle like me. You might not have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning because your daddy got paper. You can get up just before it's time to go to class. What am I saying? I'm saying if you're not a second generation parent who got money, then you need to get up. Right? Flat out. You need to be able to get up and do what you need to do. So watch this. I just 3 things because that wasn't none of them, right? Let's go to the first one. All right. The first one is, I talked about it a little bit. You got to get up, you got to get out, and you got to do something. All right? Look, when you look at this, I want you to see that there's 3 different things that I'm talking about. The very first one is you got to get up. Right? You can listen to me. You only got 40. You only got, in 2 days, it's 48 hours. Right? 72. I think they're going to show it somewhere up there in a minute. Can I get that? I want to get that real quick because I told them 3 things. Get up, get out, and do something. I don't care who you are. Let's keep it right there. Let's leave it right there. Can we leave it right there? You got day 1, 24 hours. In one day, I don't care who you are, you only get 24 hours in a day. All right? Which means what? Just go all the way through it. I want to show it to you. We're going to come back and work my way back. 1 month, 720 hours. 1 year, 8,640 hours. Let's go to the next one. Y'all got to catch this one. All right. 4 years, you got 34,560 hours. Now, you better catch this because I'm not talking about days no more. Right? And for most of us, we will never be successful because we go by days instead of going by what? Year. Listen, you got to catch what I'm saying, right? You got to stop looking at days, weeks, months, years. Now notice what I put 4 years because that's when you're supposed to graduate. 6 years. Now watch the time. You only have 34,560 hours. All right, give me a second because I'm getting excited right quick. Right? Because I realized something. When I started studying successful people, what I realized successful people do is that they don't go with the days, they go with the hours. And if you only have 24 hours in a day and you sleep in 8 of those hours, then you only have what left? You don't listen to me. You only operating with 16 hours to be successful. Now, let's leave sleep alone. You slept for 8 hours, you got 16 hours left. How many of y'all talk on the phone? Right? You have talked away your success. So some of you, if you look at your day, you probably spend an hour or 2 hours on the telephone. And this is what's crazy about the telephone. It's not a redeemable value. So when you talk to your homegirl on the phone and you gossiping with your girl, I'm not talking about the phone conversation. I'm not tripping about that. What I'm tripping about is you eating away at your hours. Right. So you only have so many hours in a day to be successful. 8 of them just went to sleep. Another 2 of them went to what? Talking on the telephone. Listen to me, that's 10 out of 24. You only got 14 left to be successful. And out of that 14, some of it you use in the cab. You was in the cab for about an hour chilling. 2. Right? 2. I got 2. You in there 2. Right? Listen to what I'm saying. You have less than 8 hours, some of you, to get what you need to get done. And I'm not tripping. You can use your time like you want to. But if you're only putting in 8 hours a day and you think you're going to be successful when you get out of here, you got another thing coming. People who are, let me say something, I want to say something real quick about success. Success, whether you know it or not, is very intentional and deliberate. There has never ever been a person who blew up and was successful and it happened by chance. Not a rapper. The rappers, they spend time writing and they're in the studios. Right? We're the only ones thinking we're going to blow up and we're not putting in no hours. Right. So watch this. This one is the deepest one to me. Like, this blew my mind. Now, according to, and I don't know, where you guys are, but according to the Bible says that the most that's promised to man is 70 years. Right? And watch this. 70 years look like a long time. But when you look at it as, you only got 604,400 hours. That's short. And for most of y'all, if you would start, listen, this is what I want you to do when you get home. If you start subtracting video games, TV, just chilling, if you subtract that, you probably down to about 300 and something thousand hours when you finish playing. And so it's not a lot of time. This is the thing I love about hours. When you look at Michael Jackson died at 50 years old. But when Mike died at 50, he probably accomplished more than most people accomplished. Why? Because of the hours Joe Jackson had my man putting in. They was putting in hours. Michael Jackson didn't become Michael Jackson because he just knew how to moonwalk. Michael Jackson became Michael Jackson because Joe Jackson at 5, like, get your butt up. At 5 years old, get up. I want y'all dancing. I want y'all 4 hours, 5 hours. All right, go take a break. Come back, dance. There are those of you who think you're going to be successful. You in these different majors, and you're not even competing amongst yourselves real good. So how you going to compete against Asians? You're not even competing against each other well. How you gonna compete against an Asian? You say, why you say Asian? I'm saying an Asian because many of us feel like Asians are just smart, like they was born with some different kind of brain. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. If you ever go on Google for anything other than looking at these celebrities and what's going on, listen to me. Why are you looking at what's going on in somebody else's life who's blowing up? Like, why you spend time worried about what Beyonce doing with Jay-Z? That don't have nothing to do with you. You're not gonna blow up worrying about Beyonce. Right? Watch this. The amount of time you put in every day is going to determine whether you are successful or not. Watch this real quick. Watch this. Watch this. All right. So you got this guy, this Reggie Bush, right? I want to show y'all something. I don't know how many ladies into sport, but I want to show you real time, real quick. Watch this. Reggie Bush. Show me the stats, real quick. Show me the stats. I'm gonna let y'all get out of here. All right. That was in the college, it's a pro. Watch this. Reggie Bush, in his sophomore year in college, he had 200 attempts. He ran for 1,740 yards. He averaged 8.7, almost 9 yards a carry. Every time he got the ball, he almost got a first down in college. Real time, people, real time. This college, my man put up 1,740 yards. He's been in the NFL for 4 years. He got 1,940. Y'all might have missed that. I'm going to show you that again. Because my football guys, you still looking at the stats. You missed it. In college, in 1 year, this boy ran for 1,740 yards. He got a first down every time he touched it. In his freshman year, his longest run was 81 doggone yards. His second year, his longest was 76 yards. In 2006, in the NFL, he put up the longest, 18 yards. You mean to tell me you switched it? That when you were a freshman in college, you put up 81 yards when you touched the rock, and then when you came to the pros, you could only put up, there are more games in the pros than it is in college. You have more opportunities to get 81 yards, and you got 18. Why? Because you in real time now. You ain't playing with no boys no more. You can run up and down the field on boys. Now you going up against Ray Lewis. DeMarcus Ware. I want to show you something real quick. That boy run like a 4.3 or 4.4, right? He just boom. The average speed in college is a 4.8. When he came to the pros with his 4.3, 4.4, Ray Lewis running 4.5. DeMarcus Ware, he went 4.5. So you running the 4.3, 4.4, and you got cotton diesel cats who can run just as quick as you can, just as fast as you can. And guess what? When he used to be in college, he just Then when he came to the pros, he trying to go outside. Ray Lewis like, come on over here. Come on over. We know where you're going. I'll get there before you get there. Reggie Bush went from being a starter in the pros to punt returner. He had to shot on the punt return. He had to do the wishbone. He with somebody else now. Or he got to go out and catch a pass and go. Because they all like, look, we eat here. This is how we eat. This is how we live our lifestyle. This ain't college no more, baby. You're not running up against, come on, let's keep it real. If you in college, you play maybe, this is your team, you play UCLA, you might get Florida State, then you got busters. You play high school teams, and you running up and down. You come to the pros, you playing the Cowboys twice a year. Right. You better hear what I'm telling you. You seeing Ray Lewis on a regular basis. So when you get out of college, you think you're going fast now, you can't handle getting up at 8. When you get in the real world, you're going real time. Yes, and you couldn't get up at 8 o'clock. They about to eat you up when you get out there. That's right. They about to eat you up when you get out there, because everybody that got that fresh ride, you competing against him, and he ain't trying to have it. You coming in as some little freshman, you done graduated, you got a little 3.8, you geeked up, you coming into the real world, and my man, like I've been working here for 20 years, you ain't about to take my trip to Disney World with my family. Real time. No, I fly first class. Ain't no little rookie about to come in here and take my spot. This real time now. And there's some competition going on. And so if you can't handle it on this level, you can't get up at 8, but you about to go up there and compete with Fortune 500, you done lost your mind. I saw Candace McCaster when she was here. She was competing with the best. Not just people in her race. She was competing with everybody. I saw her start an organization from scratch. I started going to Europe. I started doing her thing. Academically, 3.8, 4.0 one semester. I saw her doing her thing, right? And because she could do it here, and she was well above all her peers. She went way past her peers. Then I found out she went to GE. They hired her at GE in Dallas. Watch this. I found out she was in Houston. I found out within the first 2 weeks, not the CEO, the CFO.
Chief Financial.
Yeah, that's a different thing right there. Thank you so much. We ain't talking about the CFO. We ain't talking about the CEO. We talking about the CFO. Can you tell them again?
Chief Financial.
The Chief Financial in 2 weeks came and said, I heard your name is Candace McCaster. I want to take you out to dinner. I need to meet you. You've been there 2 weeks and my man want to meet you. Who are you? Right. But he saw something in Candace. He saw when she got there the first week, she had been helping people who had been there 10 years. And when she was coming to work, she didn't know he was watching her, but he was like, whoa, she run pretty quick. She getting almost 10 yards a carry. We need to meet you and we need to take you to another level. Listen to me, y'all. Y'all playing with it right now. If you want to be successful, you got to operate in real time. If you can't walk with the footman, how you gonna run with the horseman? You can't keep up with people who walk it, and you gonna get out there and go with people. So I'm telling you, if you lazy, you got 4 to 6 years to get it right here. Because once you get out there, there's no room for error. No room for error when you get out there. You got babies counting on you. When you get out there, you got folks counting on you. If you don't wake up at 8 o'clock, somebody's gonna be hurt because they counting on you. Let's go. Somebody called me the other day with a gig, right? It was like, Eric, can you come to New York? I said, when is it? I don't remember who was in the room. I think Breland was in the room. And she was talking to Brittany. And the guy said, can you come to New York for a week and speak? I said, when? He said, the first week of May. I said, I can't do it. Somebody tell me why I couldn't do it.
First week of what?
First week of May.
Finals week?
Finals week. For who?
For us.
Oh. He said, finals week. I said, I ain't taking no finals. I'm wearing PhD. I'm turning in papers. He said, finals week. I love it. I love it. So, City, don't say nothing else, because you upper class. Don't say nothing else. Somebody else help me out. So why, I ain't taking finals, so why can't I leave finals week? For the who? What about the freshmen? Yeah, I got to help. So my man called me to come to New York. I'm like, I can't do it. Now, if you do it the week after, they graduate, they gone. I'm good. But the week of finals, I can't lead a week of finals. Now, I can get off. My boss ain't tripping. I can get off. I can take that time. But I realize I'm in real time. So somebody might be struggling that week, and I need to be there to encourage them that week. Yes, that don't got nothing to do with me.
Yes, sir.
I'm not taking finals. But because you're taking finals, and you're why I'm here. I'm here because of you. That's why I come to work every day. If you weren't here, I'd quit this job. I make more money speaking than I do coming to work every doggone day. I would make what I make in a month going and doing one gig. But I get up every day because of you. Why? Because when I was a high school dropout, somebody helped me. Somebody told me, you know what, you're a high school dropout right now, but one day, boy, you can get your GED and go to college. You're going to be somebody. And when I got my GED and he wrote that letter for me to get in college, he said, I only need one thing from you. And I said, what? He said, all I need you to do is do for others what I did for you. So every single day I get up to pay that.
I gotta live till the light turns off. But now I'm here, I cannot go soft. I found myself when the rest got
Thomas is just absolutely awesome. I'm buzzing being here. This guy rocks, man. Hopefully I can inspire as many people as you.
But now I'm here, I cannot go soft. I found myself when the rest got lost. I realized when I
What up, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy E.T. and welcome to another edition of, that's right, bring it from the bottom. Thank God it's Monday. Woo, I'm pumped up. Look, last time I was with you, look, I didn't get this from a book, right? I ain't hear nobody say this. When your boy was homeless, when I was going through my go-through, feel it, right? I had to say to myself, I can, I will, I must, right? For real, feel me now. Look, when I was a high school dropout, right? I can, I will, I must. In college, when I got kicked out, academic probation, I can, I will, I must. You know, I hear me. I've been doing that my whole life, but I told y'all, it's levels to this stuff. That's right, it's levels to this stuff. So we starting with I can, I will, I must. But y'all got to do me a huge favor. I was saying that to you because I'm trying to get in your spirit, but I'm way past that, right? I didn't move from I can, I will, I must to I did. Yup, you heard me, I did. And that's where you got to get to. Like, you can't just keep saying I can, I will, I must. The championship, you got to win it. I did. You got to have a trophy. Like, at some point in your life, and we're in fourth quarter living, baby, that's why I'm so pumped up. That's why this message is so important. What do you mean fourth quarter living? This is it. Do you get it? After September, after October, after November, after December, 2013 is in the history book. We're not using pencils no more. This is pen. It's in ink. This thing is serious. You only have a couple months left in this year. It's over. So you got to get to the I did part. And let me tell you something. When you get to the I did, woo! Look, it's one thing to be in I can, like you fired up. I can, I will, I must. Like you feel invigorated, you feel empowered when you saying that. But when you get to the I did, Nicki, Nicki Minaj, baby, what you said? What you talking about, E.T.? I wish I could have this moment for life. Listen to me, I wish when you get to the I did, when you start accomplishing stuff, when you start checking stuff off, when you get that degree, when you get that house, when you get that promotion, listen to me, when you live in it, when you in it, you feel like, I wish I could have this moment for life. Why? Because in this moment, woo! Because in this moment, I just feel so alive. Are you hearing me when I'm in the studio? NBA, in the studio doing a voiceover, Major League Baseball. Y'all saw the last week. Y'all saw, I did it. I didn't just talk about it. Voiceover for the NFL. We did it. I'm on my way to Australia for Under Armour. Hear me. It's different when you get, yeah, I can, I will, I must. Invigorating, empowering. You feel like, man, I can do anything, but when you do it, when you physically do it, and you're not talking about it no more, and you're actually getting up in the morning, you're doing what you got to do to make it a reality, that's a different feeling. So let me just say it one more time. I'm going to give y'all two principles, right? Y'all got to feel this thing, because I want y'all to get to the I did part. Number one, perspective. You hear me? Perspective. I need y'all to do me a huge favor. Perspective. Just because it don't look like a blessing don't mean it ain't a blessing. And that's where, listen to me, the successful and the unsuccessful are separated in the delay. Listen to me, delay don't mean denied. Catch me, delay don't mean denied. Delay just mean you're gonna have to wait a minute. And so what I'm telling you is, this is where you start separating the successful from the unsuccessful. When the unsuccessful are in delay, they get nervous, they get worried, right? They give up, they quit, they stop, they surrender because they don't see what they think they should see. But when the successful are in delay, listen to me, we work while we wait. We work while we wait. We grind in between time. Hear me again. We work while we wait. We work, we grind in between time. We don't give up. We don't surrender. We don't quit. We see differently. Our perspective is different. And because our perspective is different, our outcomes are different. Our rewards are different. What do you mean, E.T.? Last year, baby, I was at the Lions Stadium, but I wasn't with the Lions. Thanks to my boy Leroy Glover, I was with the Rams, guys. Listen to me. I was in Detroit with the Rams, and I was sitting in the nosebleeds. But guess what? When I was there, I wasn't tripping. Your boy ain't used to the nosebleeds, right? I could see the Lions on the other side. I couldn't even, my hometown. I couldn't even talk to my hometown, touch my hometown. But I didn't trip. I didn't say, oh, I'm not here with the Lions. I'm here with the, I was so grateful for my boy Leroy giving me that opportunity. Why? Because I knew I was that much closer. Are you hearing me? Just because it says trial on the package, or tribulation on the package, or pain on the package, or weight on the package, it don't mean it ain't a blessing inside, and most of you turn around when you see pain. But those of us who had the right perspective, we approach it when it say pain. When we see trial, tribulation, we don't give up or give in. We know the blessing is on the inside. And so I said, yeah. Today it's the Rams. Yep, but perspective. One day I'm going to get my shot to talk to my hometown team. And guess what, guys? Woo! I got that opportunity this year, a year later. I was with the Lions. Are you hear me? My boy Steve Tulloch was like, E.T., last year when you was with the Rams, I was showing your stuff the whole year. And guess what? I waited, and in the right moment, it came. And so I was with the Lions this year, talking to the Lions, on the field with the Lions. That's right. We're out on the field with the Lions, in the huddle with some of the Lions. Are you hearing me? With my family, with the Lions. Perspective, just because it's a delay don't mean it's denial. Hold on, he coming. Woo! All right. I know I told y'all too, but that first one, man, your boy got carried away. So make sure you come back. That second one, I'm talking about persistence. All right? So you got to come back for that second one. Persistence. Yo, it's your boy E.T. I'll see you next Monday.
There's a spirit that grabs me, right? And it's in every one of you guys. But the question is, how much time are we wasting? I just came out of the gym for 3 hours this morning. I got 5 hours of sleep. That's it. Every day of my life, I'm trying to find a different way to get better. Because some people can't see, some people can't walk, some people can't hear. But you're gifted. Because the only thing I know is I can't take a break. Don't ever let a day go by that you waste. Because that's a day you can never get back. That I believe every time I step on it, I'll never cheat one of my teammates. Ever. I'll never let one of my teammates take a break on me. And I'll never take a break on them. But man, you guys got an opportunity to do something right now. I'm training because I said something that I wanted to be the greatest to ever do it. And I'm not done yet. That's inside of each one of y'all. Right there. Each one of you. But the question still remains. How much time will you really waste? If I looked at my clock, if you looked at your phone, time never stops for no one. It's the one thing God don't give us. When it's your time, it's your time.
Whatever you want to go do it. Nobody determines that but you. I figured something out. And it's no secret what I figured out. But whatever majority of people was doing, I found myself doing the opposite of what they was doing. Because I wanted to chase something great. You know what the hardest thing to do is? Is to do it when nobody ain't watching. What do you do when you go home? How much time do you spend with that basketball when you're by yourself? You gotta start being kids again. To where you don't get tired. You don't know what being tired is. That's what I got inside of me. That's why I can never get tired. Because I got something burning inside me like a kid. All over again. I can't get tired. We can't take breaks. I work out over 5 times a day. For one simple reason. I don't like where I once was. I didn't like where I once was. So I promised myself, I promised my mom, I promised my sisters, I promised my city, I won't be back there. That's what I'm asking each one of y'all right now. What's the difference in you and the man sitting beside you? What's the difference of your mindset and everybody else's mindset that's sitting there? It's gotta be different. It's gotta be different. You gotta be hungry for it. When you come in this gym, you got to put everything you got on the court. Everything, every second.
Let's have fun. Lead your team. Lead your team. Get that fire in your eyes. Light that fire early. Keep moving. Keep moving. You know you got to touch the ball early. Let's go. Early. We done been here 3 years in a row. And we let this team off the hook. Make sure something tonight ain't taking you away from this moment, man. Because that's all we got. That's what y'all don't realize most of the times. We don't get this again. We don't get this again. The clock runs too fast. That's why we got to savor these moments. Because they right now. I couldn't understand that when I was 24 and 25. That's why God had to incarcerate me so I could see how great my blessing was that he had for me. So I had to come from a jail cell being in position to then step on a Super Bowl podium, man. I don't do this for me. I watch enough film so I can put myself in position to make my defense the best defense in damn football. That's why I come back every year. Heart of a champion. You understand me? Ain't never how you start. Ain't never how you start. It's always how you finish. That's the way we finish football games. You understand what I'm saying? That's the way you pull your team through when your team needs you. You understand? I'm trying to tell y'all, God has never made a mistake. He's never made one mistake. All right? So it ain't about one play, it ain't about nothing.